I don't have much to say for the intro beyond that Daft Spunky posted a new video about the Don't Joy Team Red, and this one is a behind the scenes. So, if you already give a like, let's go. Click. Okay, post read. After Don't Joy Team Red Part 8, I plan to create a fully voiced video essay to answer your questions and show you behind the scenes footage, my thought of process, stories, and much more. This announcement video is just a short example. Leave any questions you want to answered in the comment section. You'll see 2 extra goals out of many and quick design notes of the bird demons. So we're basically gonna get a Q&A video. Cerberus Mutant appears again. Oh, so we saw before that in the fight of the red team, as well as the fight against the machines, we had like mutants that they were completely melted together, or they are just like part of a greater creature now. We had seen this one, but I don't know if they were just with the huntsman bows like this. Maybe they were. But this was in the fight before the Conqueror arrived on the red base. I maybe have to go back on the video another time to check it. But we have indeed seen this creature before. As well as on the Big Heavy that we saw on the Man vs. Machine video. Ooh, look at this. Is this like a Pyro Hounds? Oh, they have snipers on top of them. Sniper Jockey, Kamikaze Mutants. So they will explode into fire. Nodes on the birds. Oh wait, so that it was not even like the final scene? I thought it was when we reacted to the previous preview. Oh, that looks so much more menacing. I need to learn how to do the lights on SFM. This looks so good. A common challenge I came across when designing Archimedes and Chicken Kiev is the fact that they naturally have a silly reputation due to their look and meme status. It is all about presentation. You can make even like the most cute and funny like character to just be a menace if you get like the right like a shot angle and color. A good example of this previous scene, which had the bright placeholder lighting. Yeah, but to just put the darkness again, just show it again. Honestly, Daft Punk just came such a long way from the first episode. Lights and shadows play a big role in making them creepier, indeed. Oh yeah, this one we had seen before. Chicken Kiev, he can be such a goofball, but if you put him like in the dark like this, just showing that he's a tall, strong figure with menacing eyes, he can do so much. Oh, yeah. These villains work much better when used sparkingly. I set rules for them. The birds must not replace the classic clone ghouls we know and love, nor make them obsolete. The classic clone ghouls should stay as dangerous as they were in early parts. They shouldn't become underpowered and turn into a joke. The mercenary versus ghoul power struggle is important to keep. The birds, while powerful, must not be unkillable, as I dislike invisible villains. So just reading the red parts. The birds must not replace the classic clone ghouls. Mercenary versus ghoul power struggle. But in a way, I would understand if they did. It's interesting that the Daft Spunky just wants to keep like the normal like ghoul clones as like as dangerous as they were, which makes sense. But in the process of like clone evolution, if they just keep like getting like more and new parts to create and make the clones just become more and more powerful, I would understand if like if this wouldn't be out of control. If the mercs were not able to stop this, if the clones they just kept like growing more powerful and more powerful to the point that they actually got an entire city, of humans to just sacrifice and make more clones. I would completely understand if like most of the clones that we saw or we would have seen were just like mutations, and those were the new norm. But I understand what it means with this. Other designs such as amalgamation can look creepy even when brightly lit. It's all about compromise, as well as the fact that the absence of eyes and like the fluid movement to show that they are somewhat still a corpse, but with some movement to it, really adds. It's all about like the composure of the scene. Oh yeah, I had seen the soldier arm, but he's actually fully, a somewhat fully working like part of him. And I imagine, could these clones, because they have like the Manco hats, could these have been like a true security guards that they were absorbed into something? I imagine that they would have had to be killed and added somewhere. But what is like a taking control of them? Maybe we will have a puppeteer clone in the next episode. That's it for today. Post your question below to be added to my video essay. Oh, we gotta leave something, but let me see the comments a little bit. Let me see the top comments. Oh, and this one was pinned. Geeky Gamer 8434 says, I just want to say that Archimedes doesn't come off as scary to me even in this creepy lighting, but when he was revealed in this episode, I was kicking my feet squealing because I love how you incorporate him. In my opinion, he's just a funky guy who like Medic, seems to be completely different from his teammates, in a good way, and who love the work. Maui363 says, questions. What is your question, Maui? Or Manui? Why did you decide to make this series? What is your favorite class? Many people say that Don't Joy Team Red takes place in the same universe as MC's Blue. Yes, it sounds stupid. What is your opinion on this? Not gonna lie, the pause at 104 made me chills thinking some jump scare was gonna happen. Also, the blight-like creature, for me, it's more like they use the dead bodies to create new ghouls. Yeah, like Mavka Gila. I think that has a point. I also came like by the idea that it's gonna be a somewhat puppeteer, somewhat of a clone that is just so big that he can actually get like the corpses and they can add it to its form. This would be extremely scary. Just like the Rat King in The Last of Us 2. Have you guys ever seen that? Which was basically zombies that they just stay like confined into like a laboratory so long that they start to just add to each other because they were melting over time. Durable Dumbass says, inspired the original Pyro? Most likely he is. I think at least that's my idea so far. Are any of the demons immune to fire? Or any of the demons? Interesting. Will Saxton Hail make someone explode with bare hands? Actually, I also hope so. And the last one for this? Here's my questions. Will you include tier 2 freaks in your series? Like Vegeneer and Pain Escape Cake, to name a few? And will they be introduced as ghouls, allies, or something else entirely? Also, I don't think that we would see them. I think that they would be like in different universes. Will new ghouls be references to other horror franchises like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, or Cry of Fear, and the movie The Grudge, because the ghosts would make it for some terrifying ghouls? I can say that if we had like a somewhat like pyramid head in like the series, it would be like so freaking cool. Just imagine like a gigantic demo night, like with a gigantic Islander. That would be so dope. Will you consider doing remakes of your first 3 episodes, like showing how the Red Mercs escaped the Dust Bowl and traveled to Gorge, or how Blue Team were wondering why Red Team went missing, and investigate Dust Bowl to find Red Medic? And lastly, will you add new cosmetics, items, and weapons to your series from Steam Workshop, particularly on release Halloween ones that aren't in the game yet? Honestly, there's like a good set of like questions in a few of these comments, and I think that I will ask my question. Something that I thought about asking Monkey if he would mind me doing it if he was not gonna do it himself. But question: do you ever plan to do a remaster slash re-release of the series once it's over, and adding a voice over for the characters and mercs? And also in parentheses, this can be done by voice acting or AI tools. I think that is my main question, because if this series was re-released, but they use something like the old 15 AI or any tool that would actually give the voice of the mercs in the actual series, you know, that would be extremely, extremely dope for me. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If you guys can, leave a like to the original video. I imagine that in the next episode might still take a little bit of like a time, but Daft is just releasing like previews, like some. He just announced like this small like a Q&A, and it can be released next week for all I know. But I am excited. So like on the original video if you guys can, like on this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye. See ya. If you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a member or patron, just like Titan Mark. Now that's a cool guy. See you guys on the next video.